Now, of course, we've already done this twice, so I don't think this is really going to take up too much time, but we do need to wireframe out this low-resolution layout. Give me a second here. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit on my document. Once again, holding down Control or Command and the spacebar simultaneously to zoom in, or you can use Control plus or Command plus. That would be fine as well. So here we go. This is our low resolution wireframe. I'm going to start off with the header across the top. And once again, I've already figured out all of the dimensions and the sizing and so on that I want to use. So I'm going to go and grab my rectangle tool out of the toolbox. You can tap your M key, of course, on your keyboard if you wish. And let's see, this time I think what I'll do is I'll just single click with my tool once again to drop me into the rectangle dialog box here that appears. And as we've done twice already, I want to set up this header to span across the entire width of my low resolution layout. So the width value that I'll use here is going to be the same value that we used for our overall document, 480 pixels. And then I'll just tap the Tab key on my keyboard to move forward to the height field. And the height that I'm going to use is going to be 130. Okay? And then I'll go ahead and click on OK. There's our header object. I'll tap the V key on my keyboard. Now, if you want, you can eyeball this. You can go and position them, something like this. Or we could use our align panel, or we could use our transform panel if you wanted to as well. Once again, transform, Shift F8 on your keyboard. And what I could do here is I could set my X and Y values both to 0. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Or I could go align, and I could make sure that align 2 is still set to the artboard there. And then I could say, all right, line up to the top edge and line up to the horizontal left edge, something like that. Okay, so a bunch of different ways to do that. Okay, all right, good stuff. Last but not least, I will set the fill color on this guy and the stroke color as well. So once again, I want to make sure that my fill color is in focus, so I'll tap my X key to bring him forward, and I will head over to my swatches panel. I'm just going to stick with the same colors that I've been using all the way along. So the fill color is going to be this guy here, 20% gray. And then I will tap my X key to flip me over to my stroke color, or to bring the stroke into focus. And for him, I'm going to use this gray value here, 70%. Okay, and I'll just increase his stroke weight, his stroke thickness to 2 point. Okay. All right, there we go. There's our wireframe header set up there. There's one other thing that I want to mention here, which I neglected to mention earlier with our medium resolution layout, and that is the alignment of the stroke itself. So I'm going to select this object, and then over on the right-hand side, look for your stroke panel. He should be in there, or you may have to head to your window menu to look for your stroke panel. And what we have here is this option called Align Strokes. So the stroke can sit on the center of the path, or on the inside of the object, or on the outside of the object. And ideally, I'd imagine we'd want to go inside. Okay, so we should see this stroke all the way around all 4 sides. Otherwise, the stroke is going to be falling off the edge of the artboard. Okay? In any regard, there you go. Not a huge issue, but a minor detail that I thought I'd mention. Okay, great. So there's our header. Let's go and build the main navigation menu now.